Asset map is used for the map-based discovery of data. When asset map starts, the blue marble map of the world is displayed. The map may be panned and zoomed using the navigator map. Other background maps may be chosen, for example, a map of a particular area. In addition, Google Maps may be used as a source of background maps. For Google Maps, a network connection is required, as the maps are downloaded on demand. Google Maps may be panned by dragging and zoomed by scrolling. Each asset with geospatial coordinates within the map display is shown on the map as a point, a rectangle, a polyline, or polygon. By default, up to 500 assets are displayed. This may be increased as needed. Selecting an asset highlights it and displays its metadata in the right-hand pane. By default, there is one layer that includes all geospatial assets. More layers may be defined. Each layer has its own attributes, including search criteria or filters, layer name, and color. Layers are useful for visually comparing the distribution of assets based on the layer's defining criteria. Here is a map with 3 layers: a layer with all geospatial data, a second layer with recordings of observations of one species, and a third layer with observations of a related species. If the filters are exposed for each layer, we can see the differing criteria. By selecting which layers are displayed, it is clear that while there is overlap, the second species is observed at more southerly latitudes. Now let's look at how to set up layers. There are 2 methods. The first is to duplicate an existing layer. The new layer can then be renamed, have a different color set, and perhaps have an additional filter defined to further refine the data. The second method is to drag either a collection or the result of a query to the layer pane. This restricts the data displayed for this layer to the collection and its subcollections, or to the query results. Metadata may be displayed in column format in the metadata grid pane. Just drag the columns required for display. The column layout is remembered along with the filters if the map is saved. First, drag record number, then suburb, then trap location. The data is then displayed in the metadata grid, and the column widths may be adjusted as required. To save the map, select Map Save or Map Save As. The map characteristics are saved as an asset, so you need to choose a collection into which to save the map, the name of the map, and whether the map should be private or public. If it is to be public, you can choose whether the map should be read-only or whether others should be able to edit the map. Asset Map has many features. Please refer to the Asset Map technical note for a description of all its features.